Since this venerable stadium was erected in the Pennsylvania Hills, it has been the home to toughness, to passion, to winning. Welcome to Happy Valley and Beaver Stadium, home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. And the Huskers will boot it away to start the game. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So Penn State's offense will have the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get...
He's off to the races. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Leaves it with the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, to the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The Nittany Lions are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Once you get in this range in the football field, do you depend on your kicker? Do you go for it? I think on 4th down, I think you go for it. This is a long field goal, a lot harder attempt. I like the offense going for it here in this situation.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Finley. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Nebraska's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Finds a man in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Quick completion on the out route. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, the ground game. Hard running there. At the 35, he's open. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. When you're called corn huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throwback to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Set up for second and short after that completion. Looking to pass, it's Finley. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Spin, still running. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
Right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. With the run on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They go right back to this guy on second and goal. And they'll knock him down. Third down has been right in the wheelhouse for this offense. 2 for 2 on this drive and trying to do it again and score a touchdown. Pushes for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. It's a draw. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The Huskers are in the hurry-up. Might as well stick with him. Shakes off the defender. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17. Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. Back to pass, it's Manziel. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the offense. They'll try the run. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. A lot of urgency for this offense. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Unleashes one. Complete downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Man, what a big catch on 3rd down. Going up, catching the football, understanding where you're at, now getting a fresh set of downs. Nice play by the receiver.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Scanning the field, it's Manziel. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. South Carolina is ahead in Columbia, but that's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Tennessee. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They want to run it left here. On the move at the 30. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. And you think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again, Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Flushed out of the pocket. Complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Finley. He finds his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Nittany Lions get the first down.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making
nothing but green ahead. The 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Husker.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Fair catch, called for and made. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They've got the screen set up. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. To the air, it's Finley. Buys a little extra time. It's complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. A designed run for the quarterback. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. He's looking to throw it. Moves away as he feels pressure. It's complete on the right side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He wants to throw, feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. It's complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive. And now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This has been a track meet running up and down the field so far, Jesse.
It's amazing for this offense, right? Score a touchdown, go try to get a rest on the sideline. It feels like you blink and you're right back on the field having to go score another one, David. It just feels like it's going to be that kind of game.
Well, so which defense can kind of change their identity a little bit, get more aggressive? You're giving up yards and touchdowns anyways. Who can get aggressive and maybe create a turnover?
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. The lone back's got it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll go right back to the run. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. The Cornhuskers will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Dropping back, it's Finley. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll fire to his right. It's complete! And he will score! Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And with time running out here in the 1st half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away to start the 2nd half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They put points on the board in the 1st half, but still find themselves in a hole.
If I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
The Huskers will hustle to the line. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Dances away from 1. And he was able to get away from 1 tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Back to throw, it's Manziel. Getting some heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Offense gets set for second down. They'll go back to the ground. Powers through the defender. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
At the 45 on his way. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Movement here from the tight end. They'll go to the ground. The Nittany Lions get enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. The give. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Nittany Lions are in the red zone. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes a grab enough for the first. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Finley. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They'll send out the kicker here. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is extended a little further. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Shoots it to the left. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of the receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Looking to throw for it. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown. Looking for blockers.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The Cornhuskers moving quickly to the line.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Wants to throw. It's Manziel. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Lining up to convert 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, they're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. On 1st down, here comes this offense. big fullback's got it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And this fullback, he's a part of the running attack. It's not just going to be tailbacks carrying the football. The fullback, he can do some work as well running between the tackles. He showed you there.
Quarterback adapting. Lets it fly. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Plows through the defense. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Mansell. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
The offense has lost the element of surprise here, right? Fourth quarter, they're trailing by a lot. They're trying to go 4 verticals, but the defense knows it's coming. And they do a nice job in the back end making sure that falls incomplete.
Blasted as he lets it go. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did. And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Now on first down from the 28. He's going to pass. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling for the first down.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game-type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
He got it. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. And that pass is intercepted. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The big thing now, fires one high and deep. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking downfield, it's Manziel. The quick out.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. The aerial assault continues. He makes the connection. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David. And that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Complete on the shuffle. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Nothing like stomping a guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game.